like not fun to be on the receiving end of.
No, it's gnarly. It's gnarly.
Personal fears and traumas for me. Yeah.
Just keep it together.
I'm here. I'm holding on.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
good.
thank you. Thank you. Holding.
So that situation is really horrible, and this is where our hero skin character comes in, Miko, who you can see right here, our beloved Kensei, powerful, heroic, and
That
she
was
takes it
awesome.
upon herself to wield the Mamono dagger, the demon dagger, which we've introduced into U1. Now it's up to her to take this dagger to kill all the demons she can to help free her village, but also the fight is personal for her because the spider has her brother. The spider's holding her brother, not to say hostage, but she's getting ready to eat him because she's got a pantry full of people, and it's slowly feeding season.
So she's about to Frodo him.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
So Miko, she has to power the dagger up, but every demon the dagger kills, it consumes, and then it starts to seep into her. So she's slowly becoming possessed herself, and she has to struggle against these demons. She herself says, like, if the
I'm not gonna lie, that
price
outfit
to be
is
paid,
fucking
like,
fire.
soul service currency. So it's a pretty heroic angle for Miko.
Not a big fan of
to
the end of the
sacrifice her
sword,
own
though.
soul, her own self, for her brother, and for the people in her village. Now, if fans want to learn more about Miko, they can read the
Yeah,
Dust
this
of
skin's
Torment,
super
a short
sick.
story, A Tale from the World of Heathmore. Part 1 will be available October 21st, just in time for Halloween, of course. So if you're into like spooky reads, grab your Reese's Pieces, your Coffee Crisp and Smarties and Arrow, whatever you want, and just like go to town on this story
Do it.
and play the game.
And if you're like, oh, lore's for nerds, guess what? You play For Honor. Like, you're a nerd. Like, welcome to the clan. Like, get in there, read it. The team did a great job with this story. Just like sink your teeth into it a little bit. Takes a couple minutes. Come on, let's do it.
I'm wondering what the
It's a great story.
event will be for this year.
And I love the design.
Because last year we had Dead by Daylight, so I wonder what the game mode
Miyazaki
is.
Vibes in the arm and like the creeping corruption thing. I'm a huge nerd and I'm here for it. So like, talk to me about like what went on to that process. Nerd clan. Go.
Yeah. So this season we are bringing you this new hero skin for Kensei, and actually it was pretty hard to create something very new for Kensei because you already have all these beautiful variations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to keep this samurai traditional armor set with some elements that will bring her like this personality, and also
Wish we had
show
Ghostface
her
mask effect.
dark story.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they would like implement
She's possessed.
crossovers
She
in
is
this game.
slowly turning into the demon.
Hey, what's up, Devil?
So she has
How you doing, man?
this, demonic eye,
Hello there.
and that gives her this ability to see the demons. Actually.
Dude, her arm is so
And
fucking
with her,
skinny.
Demonic
God
claw,
damn, that
actually
arm is tiny.
Grab them and kill them, which is super cool, but it doesn't look really nice, I would say. But
It probably doesn't feel very nice. Yeah, probably like that. I feel like she needs some like physical therapy on that.
yeah, some cream.
Yeah.
I would make a sick tattoo though.
It would.
So when does this outfit go live again? Is this today?
On the tattoos is like a body horror.
I have her up
thing.
70 Kensei, so that'd be dope.
Super here for it.
Another thing, yes. So you probably noticed these eyes on the tattoos. Also, she has these eyes on her armor and on the helmet as well. That's very useful, I think.
Doing good. Doing good, though.
And I think that was like a new tech.
I just want to say this,
Yes.
Develop that.
Yeah, exactly.
because I don't know,
Our team
is
worked, like,
Jay...
really,
What's
really
up with
hard
JC's
to
hand?
make this.
Because I do not know.
And, I
As if for
wanted
both
to
genders, no, it will always be gender locked.
awesome
If
team.
you have a hero skin, it's gender locked all the time.
Animators, our
Always.
tech artists, and texture artists did fantastic job.
Year 6 for honor. Eyeball tech.
Yeah, see his right hand? I don't know if...
What about that flowing hair? It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, 'cause
kind
that's
of
another
underworld.
thing.
Yeah.
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 So with this,
Can I get
flowing
clarity on
hair,
that?
We wanted to tell that she is living in this two dimensions, basically two worlds, a human world and a demon world, and this hair, like flowing, hair represented.
I wonder, like, did something happen to his hand, or does he have a fake hand, and they're gonna shake it, and his arm's gonna fall off, something like that? And I'm just wondering.
So everyone who's asking questions about it on Reddit, there's your answer.
Yep.
Can't change the hair color. As if like the different videos and key arts didn't already cue that in for you. It's people are like, they don't think about anything. We think about everything. But no, I'm so excited. Just like this is like immediately on my Kensei because I like play Fem Kensei already, and so now I can do my top heavy mix-ups with my awesome like Mononoke arm. Sweet. And everyone can just be like, all right, he's a weeb, and I'll be like, yep. Deal with it.
Exactly.
You're not getting the lane from me. It's mine. So I think along with it, sorry, I almost forgot important details. Available October 20th, 25K steel.
October 20th is when you can get this outfit.
It's gonna be awesome.
October 20th.
And
Which
you're
is
like, well, I hate Kensei. Don't
next
worry,
Thursday.
we've got some
1
stuff
week
for
from
you
today,
because
everybody.
armor variations are coming. And so I think honestly that's still
What's up,
your
Headshot?
area of expertise.
Yeah.
What can we look forward to in these armor variations?
This armor variation, it was pretty challenging to create something new because it's Japanese theme and we already have samurais, right? So we decided to focus more on
All right, guys.
yokai.
Thoughts on the new armor?
Theme. So for knights, we are using a lot of oxidized metal, and the texture on the metal looks like there's something moving inside it, and all those tiny beads, it's like a billion eyes looking at you, just like spider eyes.
So the tryptophobes out there, enjoy. Law Boy can now scare you on a whole nother level.
Exactly.
And then
So
we've got
for-
some good stuff.
That
in
ain't
Shaman's
half
Eyes.
bad.
I see
It's
some
not half
tattoos.
bad,
Yes.
but
The tattoos was inspired by traditional Japanese tattoos with some yokais. So you have this yokai living inside.
I think it said shamans. I meant to say Vikings, but I saw shaman and my brain just defaulted to like, true for honor mode.
Exactly. So for samurai, we chose this very deep red color, a lot of red.
that's the
with
coolest
a
one.
Pattern that looks like they're like tiny spiders sitting on the web.
shut up, Headshot.
This is exactly what you like.
I love and hate it all at the same time.
The Raider one's good. It's gonna be that blackish material that you saw on the Shaman,
No, but I love like the regal.
and yellow for the Wulin. So you have
Here's our boy.
nasty ass green for the
For
Knights,
wooing, we chose
dope ass red for the Samurai, and
color,
yellow for
and,
Wulin.
The chainmail looks like it's like your body is covered with this silver web.
There's a bit of wear and tear to those variations because, as Anastasia said, there's this idea that these are old armors. Like they were the armors worn back when there was the first fight against a yokai, like a long time ago, before the cave. So those were like trapped in the cave. And when the cave opened, then our present-day warriors could now
It's
have
upset.
access to those armors. So it's like unearthing ancient artifacts.
And I love these, especially like the Shaolin mask. Although I really feel like that should have gone, like the muzzle really should have gone to Tian.
Why would you say that?
Just I don't know, Wuna Tiandi,
Yeah.
like, from across the map every time.
Tiandi wants you to know its name all the time.
I don't even need to hit tab to know if there's a Tiandi.
Yeah,
in the
exactly,
match. Like it's just like
Dude, you should do that wherever you go. Just like,
They're not talking about female TND.
maybe I will. This is
That's
we
the
got
actual
this
annoying one.
Yeah, there you go.
It's all back.
Yeah.
So now I can just queue in and be like. No, thank you so much for joining us on this segment.
So happy to be here. And if I just may add something real quick, maybe fans were wondering like why there wasn't a hero skin in T1, and here's the reveal. It's because we wanted to tie it with the Halloween event. We have the spider, we have the hunter, we have the dagger. It all comes together. So that's why we had to wait just a little bit longer.
A tiny little bit.
Yeah, tiny little bit.
Everyone's
It's
like,
so much better.
everyone's like, it should be here. It should have been there. And we're just like, just do it. It'll be there. It's
Yep.
fine. It'll be.
But now you're making us wait till fucking 20th, guys.
Halloween filled with.
Give us it today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, the fog was worth it. I hope so. Yeah.
Totally.
Give us the
Somebody's asking, "I
outfit
can't believe he's making
today.
Fun of the fall. Like, it's fine. It's a joke. You'll be okay. But no, we'll be right back with the
Exactly,
segment,
bro.
which I
Exactly.
can't see on the prompt, and my brain's not doing good right now. But we've got an armor variation video to show you, so you can see all of the things, and then we'll be right back with the Web of the Jorogumo overview.
Do it. Happy Halloween, everybody.
The Warden. Centurion looks ugly as shit. God damn, that's ugly. Ew. The shield and the trident ain't bad, but ew. Blackfire always gets dope ass shields. That shield's fucking awesome. Ew. Omega ew. That's a fucking shit on a stick. That ain't half bad. That ain't half bad, and the shield looks good too. Peacekeeper looks pretty fire. Ain't too bad. Warmonger, wish I could see your face, but you know, still ain't that bad. There's your Raider. Ain't that bad, dude. With a cool ornament, I think it looked really good. Eh. I like your Claymore. I like that one. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Fucking ads, get out of the way. Yeah. Shaman looks I'd say Shaman looks. Yeah, Shaman Raider probably look the best out of that faction. I like the mask. Mask ain't that bad. The rest of the body is kind of lacking, especially the spear. Tuh. I don't know how I feel about that sword. Archie don't look that bad. Shinobi looks like an actual demon. Holy shit. It looks like Darth Maul. Shinobi looks like Darth Maul. What the fuck? Armusha. Ain't bad. The Hitokiri. Dude, I love the teeth. Oh, that's sick. And the Shigoki ain't bad either, man. Shigoki's really nice. Kind of a ghost face. It's alright. I like the face mask on the Shaolin. And the staff he has, that looks pretty cool. The staff and the mask are really good. Yellow boy. Sword appear late. Money. Sight. Like the kind of crown look. That's ugly as shit. Not only is the character shit, but that, oh my god, that outfit is dookie. Oh my god, no love for that character, man. No love. Ain't that bad. Pirate ain't that bad. Alright, let's see the Medjai. You better give him something fucking killer. You better give him something killer. It's alright. It's alright. I'd say the worst outfit of the entire thing is Nushia. Nushia's is fucking terrible. They were like, yeah, no one plays this hero anyway, so let's not waste our time making the outfit for it. Or just fucking chalk it. God damn. No, I'm not on right now, Headshot. I'm doing this, then I'll be on. But goddamn, dude, that poor Nushia can't ever get anything good going. What's up, Dark Dog Mix 2020? 2020.
And we are back. Hello, everybody, and I'm back too, along with JC. I had to tag out with Brian just because he needs a bit of a break now before he comes back and talks. So, but JC, he's not getting any breaks. All right, he's going to be here. He's got a ton of segments to talk about.
No breaks.
And I know the one thing that we really need to talk about is this game mode, this web of the Jorogumo?
Jorogumo.
I told you I was going to say it wrong. I'm like we rehearsed this. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just going to say it wrong.
Every time,
Fine.
yeah.
But that's okay, you know? Yeah.
No, they haven't.
So JC, again, I'm super hyped because I think I just told you this, but like
Today to the 20th. Huh.
All
right, Devil will be on this for a little bit today.
I've never seen that before, so I'm really excited. It looks great. JC, what can you tell us about it?
Right. Okay. So the War of the Jorogumo event, right, is we're trying something a little bit different now. But it's an event that we kind of have a bit of a variation on Emperor's Escape. We also had a one called Rescue, where you escort a VIP to the end and then fight a boss. Now, in this little variation, the boss is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to go into too much details, but it's like, I don't want to spoil the surprise. It's super cool.
Gotcha.
But you're going to get there. And so the way the game works is, for people that are not super familiar with it, right, it's not always the most obvious thing, is there's 4 capture points, and you have a VIP that's sitting back a little bit. The VIP in this mode is Miko. So the hero skin that we've just seen, the Kensei there, looks super amazing. And what you do as a player is you go with like 3 of your buddies, you go try to capture points. On every point, there's a mini boss that deals fire damage. That's something kind of crazy there. It's super dangerous. And there's other.
Did they say dangerous?
Enemies there, right? So other opponents. Kill all your opponents on the point. Try to capture the point. Once the point is captured, there's a gate that opens. You go to the next point and you rinse and repeat. Now you don't really heal there. So the way to heal is you go back to Miko in the back, who's constantly getting attacked as well. So you kind of have to adjust your strategies a little bit and go a little bit of back and forth. Go back to heal, protect Miko a bit, go back to the fight and try to capture. Miko has an AoE healing, like kind of pulse around her constantly to help heal people. So that's super cool. So you go through all 4 capture points, and then you get to the end for the big boss fight. That is amazing.
It's amazing, but we're not gonna
go too much into it. I want to spoil it too much, but I better not. Other notes, like I said, it's PvE mode. So
Kind of reminds me of Call of Duty's new game mode.
I'm gonna fight other players, and it's single pick. We really want to have players to have to play together, communicate, have like pick the right team composition, the right feat loadout to really help you get to the end and get to something super awesome. It's really amazing. And
the boss fight's a giant spider.
To win the game mode, you have to capture control points. And
that's it. It's a giant spider. You're fighting a giant spider.
To lose, you have to lose either all
common sense
or Mako dies. So one or the other, and you lose. It can happen at any point, including when you're.
Plus, look at the fucking background photo. It's all the characters surrounded by a giant spider. Of course, that's going to be the game mode. You're going to fight the giant spider.
And the rigging team and all the modders, they made like this amazing looking character. It makes grind.
Yeah, you have to play escort. Kind of like patrol. Gotta get her moving.
I think you.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, okay, yes. Let's be honest.
Let's see the giant spider.
It's hard, and I personally have not beaten it in all of our test kind of environments leading up to today. And I'm really hopeful that maybe by next week when it goes live, I'll be able to use our new crossplay feature to invite some friends from different platforms to come help me. So I think I'm going to need it. So
yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to do solo.
Yeah, we need the PC players in their frame advantage.
Right? Because it's PvE and we have crossplay and everything.
To fight bots.
A lot of people, a lot of your friends, you don't care what platform they're on.
What I fucking say?
Defeat that boss.
What I say? Giant ass spider.
Amazing.
Giant ass spider.
We've been playing this event for a little while.
Told y'all. They couldn't cut it fast enough. That giant ass spider came in.
It's always exhilarating. Every single time. We get to the boss and then sometimes like, oh crap, somebody died. You have to go back and res them and do all these crazy things. It's super fun. So amazing job by everybody. Super proud of it. We can't wait for people to see it out.
That sounds incredible, absolutely incredible. And yeah, I mean, I think the first time we even saw.
All right, Raider.
Like this back in year 3 with the John Yu reveal.
Yeah.
Reaper's Escape back in there. I remember playing that live too. That was a ton of fun.
fun.
So yeah, it's a great game mode, and we'll be live again just from next week, starting October 20th. It will run for 3 weeks, so you have 3 weeks to play and really just get to experience all of the insanity that does exist from there. So I know I'm looking forward to it. You all are as well. So they should. Of course they should, and they will. So, but you alluded to a bit that there's some more things to talk about. We got some rewards, we got some special things to talk about. So we're actually going to bring on a few more people. We're gonna give you a little bit of a break.
Yeah,
Then I know you're
tiny little
coming
bit of
back.
break.
You're
Yeah,
gonna pretty
yeah.
much be back the rest of the segments. But we're gonna give you a little break. We're gonna bring on some people to talk a bit more about like what went into the maps, some of the rewards, all that stuff. So if you're interested, if you're hyped about this, which how could you not be? Stay tuned. So we're gonna do that. So JC, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate that. So
That spider's
we'll,
probably gonna be
we'll see you back
overpowered
very
as
soon.
shit,
I'll be
dude.
back very shortly, yeah.
I can't wait to play that game mode. It looks like it's gonna be fire. I'm excited for the event. I hope y'all are. I like the Kensei skin because my first main was Kensei. Got him up 70. So I'll be rocking the new outfit and be playing the spider mode. The way he keeps chopping the air with that hand, though, I'm dying. I don't know the story of that. Does anyone know the story on his hand? Because it's a fake hand. I don't know if he just has that all the time or if he's just doing it for the Halloween thing and someone's going to like grab and pull his arm out. I do not know. I was spending a lot of time hooking up new people on microphones. Damn, dude, the Nushia rework's gonna be out before I fucking see the next segment. They showed some of the new effects. No, they showed the armor and the outfit and the game mode, but no effects. We're getting into details next, but taking a little bit. Oh my goodness, guys. It'll make me pass out. I haven't had my energy drink today. Dude, as soon as I got home, I immediately like ran in here, threw on the fucking stream and my computer and was like, let's fucking go. I didn't have any time to eat or nothing.
And we are back. I told you we would be, and here we are. So thanks for sticking around. Joining me on the couch now, I have three amazing people who are going to share with us more about this web of the Jorogumo. I said it wrong again. We're just going to go with it. This new game mode event for Halloween, and you are going to be super interested in all this stuff because man, it's crazy to hear about. So joining me on the couch now is Julien, Vanessa, and Anastasia. Again, back to talk more about some more of the customization, and Vanessa for the animation, as you all know. And Julien is here to share with us a bit about the game mode and kind of what went into that. Julien, where would you like to start?
Indeed. Well, thanks for having me on the show, Nolan. Let's start off with the game mode. So JC just got a bit into the details of the game mode. Mm-hmm. If we want to do a bit of more of a deep dive into producing this game mode, well, first off, making this game mode was definitely a testament to how the For Honor team is able to stick together and reach a common goal. So awesome teamwork on that front. There were some challenges, definitely, but you know, the passion for the game just prevailed, and the end result is we're super happy with the end result, and we've got this really one-of-a-kind game mode that we're super excited to be sharing. So maybe a bit into what was the initial idea, initial design behind the game mode. So essentially the goal here was to create an experience that is essentially a boss stage type experience. And so that was really what we pushed for. What was very important for the game design team was to have a difficulty that was progressing along the game mode. So as you progress,
it progresses.
definitely
It
progresses.
gets harder and harder and harder.
And so they did an
Level 1
amazing
bot,
job
level
of
2
just
bot, level 3 bot,
balancing
level
that
5 bot.
experiencing and making for an experience where a team will, as the team progresses, will need to work more and more together to be successful and to defeat the Jorogumo.
Nice.
Definitely.
Well, that's very cool. And then, so that's a bit about the mode itself, but there's also, like, you saw it a bit in the trailer, but the map itself, the Market Town, I believe, right? A ton of work went into to just sprucing that up a bit for the mode. Do you want to explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, so Nolan, you know, it's Halloween.
It is
so
Halloween, yes.
It's Halloween. So essentially, the team saw it as an opportunity to kind of break free a bit from the more realistic fantasy and dive a bit more into the fantastic fantasy things. The yokai folklore that we got into T1. Anastasia has been giving us more details on that. It's definitely fertile ground for coming up with a creature that's going to make for the ultimate showdown, essentially. So we definitely
I hate
wanted to
spiders,
leverage
ew.
that potential,
Get over it.
and essentially expand our horizons creatively. So definitely went for that. And so for the, without spoiling too much,
Spoil it.
what you're seeing in Market Town, the map where we've got the game mode going, is essentially the result of what's been brewing in Temple Garden map since TU1. And by the way, there's a nod to that transition and that evolution in Temple Garden in TU2.
Ah, okay. So players can go back to Temple Garden now when TU2 goes live and see little hints.
Check it out. But essentially, the yokai have hatched, and now they've fully taken over Market Town. And so the map dressing, map realization, the way that we wanted to dress everything up is kind of in tone with the game design, and essentially building that
Giant
crescendo
spider
as
eggs.
you progress. Same thing goes for
Spiders
audio and music.
everywhere.
You'll really get to experience this ascending experience as you progress through the map. Ambience is definitely rooted into horror. It's dark. It's foggy.
Like, what the heck is that?
Definitely, something is definitely it's an array. Nolan, something is definitely up.
Well, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Were the eyes following you? Is that?
Something is definitely up. So I'll get right into that. So perhaps to kind of take you through a guided tour of the map.
Please,
So
please.
as you start off, you'll start by encountering some onibis. These are kind of spirit entities. They're wisps of light that float around in the map. You also have the Yurei, which are the essentially ghost entities. They were present in TU1 in Temple Garden. In TU2, we've got cool new variations of those. My personal favorite. They're spooky looking. They're really cool. And then a bit of a spoiler. We do have somewhere at the beginning of a map, Demon Donkey. Demon Donkey is happening.
Demon Donkey. Oh my god.
A demon donkey.
Yeah, it's towards that right side of the map right there.
And no one was spared, Nolan.
Nobody was
Demon
spared.
donkey.
Nobody was spared. My gosh.
Demon Donkey.
Look for the Demon Donkey.
Call to action there. Find the demon donkey.
Find the Demon Donkey. Middle of the map, things get a bit funkier. They're already pretty funky, but things get even more funkier.
You escalate from demon donkey.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I mean, we're getting now objects are possessed. We've got some flying lanterns. We've got lanterns that are kind of moving around a bit. The mural that you've just
Demon
seen,
Donkey.
which is Takiyasha, the witch, and the skeleton specter.
3 for 3. You got it. I love it. Well, there it is.
Demon Donkey. Demon Shrek.
We are
just
alive,
staring
but
at you.
I'm just so happy he keeps getting that.
Staring at you, And what's really cool is that you've got some small creepy crawlers that you've seen earlier on. The creepy crawlers, those are friendly. That's cool. That's to give you a little
You
bit
made
of
some
a
friendlies.
breather.
We got some friendlies in there.
Yeah, a bit of a palate cleanser on that.
Sure,
And then kind of exclusive. There will be some exclusive rewards for this game mode, and the creepy crawlers are essentially based off these rewards off of those creepy crawlers. So those are going to be really cool.
Great.
Pièce de résistance. You're finishing off with the Jorogumo, of course. She is half human, half arachnid type of creature.
Spider.
She's terrifying, yet beautiful at the same time. If you're able to get close to her, you'll see a bunch of small and fine details that are absolutely amazing. So the team did a great job on the Jorogumo. And she also sounds terrifying as well. So all across the board, she's awesome. She's awesome. One final thing, Nolan, is that in T1 I mentioned that there were Kappa present. So they're
That's a good point, Drunk.
Entrail-loving
good
reptilian
point.
humanoids. So I mentioned
fine people here.
yeah, I mentioned that they could either be friendly or foes to humans. Well,
Where do we land on that?
well, in Market Town, I think you'll find out pretty quickly that they're looking to make cucumber salad out of you. So you'll need to mind them as well as you're progressing through the map.
All right.
You got the demon donkeys. You got like the eyes in the mural following me. We got these creepy turtle demons.
It's the giving season, right? It's Halloween.
Halloween is the giving season.
Halloween.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween. There we go. Okay. Well, absolutely incredible. Yeah, so much going on there. Again, look for the demon donkey. But when we talk about that piece, though, the crescendo that is that Jorogumo, you saw it a bit in the trailer. There's a lot of work that went into that, and I think Vanessa, you can share with us a bit about what went on in creating this terrifying monstrosity that we're about to throw at our.
No, New Hero problem won't be till like February.
Tell us a bit about it.
That's pretty new. We never did a big creature like that before. I mean, we did Kevin, and everybody got inspired because Kevin was there. Kevin the Wyvern doing his thing.
Not a dragon, wyvern.
A wyvern. But everybody wanted to interact with him, right? At some point. So we took it to the next level with Jorogumo, and yeah, that was a challenge. That was surely a challenge for the team, and we managed to do it. So what's next? I don't know, but this one, that was a fun one to do for sure.
Well, yeah, it looks incredible, like absolutely, and yeah, I mean, stepping up from Kevin the Wyvern is obviously a huge thing, and so I can't wait to see what that's gonna look like.
It's a cool loading screen.
Can you tell us a bit more about like some of the animations?
Yes.
What went into
so as usual, we go to mocap, and she didn't get spared. We went to mocap for the Jorogumo. So you see the animation. The mocap process happened a lot like early in the process of realization. So at that point, we didn't have the final model for the Jorogumo itself, so we didn't know exactly what she will look like. So, but the actor were like willing to just give it a try, right? So we're trying to get into the mood of Jorogumo. So you can see the animation there put on the Kyoshin, but you will see it in the face-off actually, and it worked pretty well. I mean, we had to like push it like the upper body a little bit, but. I don't know, the vibe is really there, so that was cool. But I have more video as well on the whip process, so work in progress stuff.
I mean,
yes. So one of the challenge was to find reference.
That's actually pretty cool.
I'm like,
I like
I
that.
don't like spiders, but the animation team were just like, we had to share video of reference to just get into it and deliver like quality work. And that was my algorithm, like YouTube. Like I got spider ads for a week. I hated it.
There's spider ads. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
That was just terrible.
Talking about the algorithm.
And so you can see we work in Motion Builder usually, so that's the tool for the animation team. But for this specific like rig and character, we had to use 3ds Max. So it's an animation tool. We can use it, but we don't have all the fine-tuning like tool that we use.
For Honor makes me want to commit eternal nap time. Oh my god.
Everybody was all in FK. I mean, it's got the detail. I can like talk about it for like an hour, but that was pretty insane to do, but really cool. We love the end result. What you can see right now, that was early test with early model of the Jorogumo, like some part that maybe like change whatever along the way. At this point, we didn't know like what the weapon. She has a lantern, but we didn't know what it was at this point. So yeah, that was pretty cool. It's really mechanical to do, but it was creepy and cool at the same time. But yeah, that's it. And the animating something really big as well, like as a scale, like for a player, that was challenging. First time doing that, so that was cool. And bonus as well, like the actor were so into it. We were like, well, they're gonna have spider web in the map probably, because that's like,
Of course, yeah.
theme of the stuff. So we asked the actor to get stuck and
Wow.
the map, you know, like
The bottom right, though.
Minion, like they're gonna lose and like.
That's
just get
how
stuck.
you
And,
all feel.
So we did that really early on, and it really paid off because it dressed the map really well. I'm sorry for them, but the mocap shoot was so funny because it sounds like they're stuck in webs, but the actor were so into it, they were screaming when they were shooting, like wow, like really like to get into the motion and all, but we were like laughing. So it was really a cool shoot to
Why
for sure. And
why don't you show us that? We won't see that.
The life of a mocap artist to be told, one day, hey, you have to mocap a giant spider demon, and also get stuck in a web and get eaten by that spider demon too, and just all on the same
the
day.
thing.
Like it sounds incredible.
Yeah, they have a big range of. Yeah, we asked them.
They're yeah.
All in a day's work.
All in a day's work. All in a day's work. So, well, that's super cool. It looks amazing. And again, like all that is still just work in progress stuff. It's not even like the final results. And I think really, I think the community needs to understand that Vanessa and her team of animators, for you, went and looked up creepy videos of spiders to hand animate this thing, and it looks incredible. And I am so sorry you had to do that. I don't think I could have done that. I'm pretty sure Brian couldn't have been in the same room while you were doing that. Nope. Yeah, it's definitely.
I sent him a video, he didn't like it. So. But the good thing is like we didn't have to mocap a real spider because I would have vetoed that. Like no way.
Could you have mocapped a real
I
spider?
don't know. I don't know if we can do that.
Just
but
really
I
small
wouldn't
little mocap,
Oh my God.
like sensors on it. Just really small.
I don't want to think about it. No.
Okay, well,
No.
maybe.
I prefer just actors.
It's
No.
all right.
You're not a real spider. Please.
Fair enough. Okay, we'll wait for next year. Well, again, looks amazing, super cool. So thank you, Vanessa, for sharing that. And Anastasia, too, I know some work went into. Obviously, it's a game mode event. We got Halloween, it's going for 3 weeks. There's going to be a free event pass running at the same time. And there's some really cool new assets into that. And Anastasia, can you share with us what went into the assets?
Yeah, sure. So for this free event pass, we have
Battle outfit. Yes.
that we want to present you, and they are exactly these ones are dedicated to Kappa. It's our beloved creatures that really love cucumbers, and they can be friendly, can be not, so careful.
Thought this was season we got a new hero. No. You get
Not enough cucumber offerings.
we get new heroes like
Fair enough.
twice a year.
Yeah,
So we won't get a new hero till like February.
new pawns,
When's this out? 1 week from today. Thursday of next week.
beautiful effects, here. So basically, everything that we created for this season was united with this Japanese theme.
Wow.
And
Cannot wait to
every
wear that
single
ornament.
piece was created with the respect of Japanese culture. We use like a lot of things from Japanese folklores, all these demons, and even anime. You'll find something interesting. And even though some might look pretty funny, but some of them are really, really scary. So enjoy.
Very cool. And but that's not all, though, right?
But wait, there's more.
Just the assets in the event pass, which again you can earn, progress the event pass.
Show us an
It's
execution, man.
It's just like
Show us an effect and
you
execution.
have unique assets just for the game mode, right? Just for the Web of the Jorogumo game mode. Do you want to tell us a bit about those?
Yeah, sure. So we have 2 ornaments. One
Not bad.
is like regular one. You'll
That
get
one's
it,
not bad.
If you find the strength to go there.
That was
and
not bad.
fight Jorogumo.
The other one was shit. This one ain't
and
bad.
If you have enough skills,
Thoughts, guys?
and a lot
Thoughts?
of luck,
What do you think?
and you defeat her, you'll get this wonderful.
I think it looks pretty fire.
With glowing eyes.
Gotcha. Now, I feel that was maybe a bit of a personal attack at me since I haven't actually beat this mode yet. Are you trying to say that I'm never going to get the shiny one if I can't beat it?
It depends. Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
If you have a very good team.
Oh, I need.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you
I
need
need
a
better.
Yes.
I need better players.
And now with crossplay,
And
no
now with
excuses.
crossplay, I can find them. I have no excuse not to find some friends to come and help me get the really cool shiny ornaments. And if I'm not mistaken, too, those shiny ones, Julian, they looked a little bit like the friendlies you were talking about earlier.
There you go. Those are the creepy crawlers. They're based off of this ornaments are based off of the awesome friendly creepy crawlers.
Friendly creepy crawlers. Just for Brian, too. Yeah, just the friendly ones that can just crawl up, sit on the shoulder, blow up. Yeah.
You can, you can pet them.
Okay. Just pet them. Well, it looks great. So you have, so to recap then, you have an event pass that's going to run throughout the entire length of the mode to progress and earn new mood effects, battle outfits, and ornaments. You have the 2 unique ornaments you can get just by playing the mode. One for playing, but losing if you lose. Let's be honest, it's going to happen. And then one for actually succeeding and completing the mode successfully. So that's really cool. So a lot of reason to get in there and play. But we have even more because this is, I mean, you mentioned season of giving, right? It's Halloween, which apparently it's a season of giving now, which is fine. So we have even more because there's
My favorite thing so far is the Kensei skin.
You all, at home.
Kensei new skin.
On October 27th, we have 5 pieces
Reign of the
really
Spider.
cool, unique content that you can buy for the
Spider execution.
there's going to be an illustrious outfit, a mythic outfit, 2 executions, and a paired emote. The bundle is going to run for 50,000 steel, but it's also dynamic.
Paired
So
emote
if
looks
you
cool
buy
too.
it,
I want to see the
you
spider
can
executions.
Go back and buy the bundle for that hero. It's going to adjust.
Wrap
based
them in a
on
web.
what you own. They look great, and we're even going to spend some more time checking these out later on in the show. So if you want to see more on that. But I'll be honest, this bundle contains the most terrifying thing I think we've ever produced in For Honor, more than the Jorogumo. It's that darn mythic outfit, that Gaze of Demons. If you don't believe me, trust me. You check it out. You're gonna equip it. Like, turn off all your lights, put on your headphones, 3 a.m. in the morning, and just look at what we made. And I don't know. It haunts me. It haunts me. So you'll see. You'll all see. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah. Still, lots to look forward to, I think, is the point. But that about wraps up this segment. So thank you all very much for joining us, and thanks for tuning in for this. But stick around because we have a lot more, because we have patch notes to go into, and JC is going to be joining us back on the couch for that. So you don't want to miss that because it's a lot. So it's a lot of patch notes you're going to enjoy. So thank you all again, and anything you want to say before heading off?
Absolutely. Big shout out to the team.
Yes.
Big shout out, congrats, and enjoy this awesome game mode. We're really excited to get it out there.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I enjoy. Good luck. Also good luck because
I need
it's
that.
hard.
Yeah.
Difficult to learn.
Yeah, you definitely will need luck
Again,
to defeat her.
and skills.
Still feels like personal attacks, but I appreciate that. So, all right. Well, so stick around. We'll see you in just a few moments. All right. Thank you again.
Discap. Few moments. It's gonna be like 5 minutes, and then we'll get in the patch notes. And then we have testing grounds. Who is going to be in testing grounds? Everyone. Who do you think is going to be in testing grounds this time around? Think it's going to be another Tiandi Valkyrie testing grounds? Quite a lot of people like the Tiandi, so I don't think Tiandi's coming back. I think they'll probably redo the Valk, because not a whole lot of people like the Valk rework. So, probably redo the Valk. Might get another hero in there, who knows. But the game mode does look really good. The game mode looks fire. The skins look fire. That's for like the Kensei skin. A couple of the armor sets are just complete dookie. Nushia's not getting a reward, guys. It's not happening. You gotta think, no one plays that character. Why are they going to rework a character that no one plays? Now think about it. no one plays the character. So why are you spending time reworking a character that no one plays? So they're just gonna leave it shit? That's my thought process on it. If they say Nushia is in testing grounds for a rework, I will be shocked. Yeah, look at the other weak heroes. You have Yorm, Lawbringer, which are probably closer in line to get reworks. They have higher player bases. I would say Yorm would be the most likely, then Lawbringer. But we shall see. So people start to play it. I mean, they ain't gonna make any money doing that. In my opinion, they're not gonna do it. So she gets better. Yeah, but dude, they're not going to do that when there's other heroes that could be buffed. They would spend their time rather buffing other heroes. I mean, yes, she'll get buffed eventually, but not right now. It's not a priority. There he is.
Back. Joining me on the couch once again is JC. Thank you for coming back. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. Yeah.
Awesome, great.
Always fun to be here.
It is. It
Always
is so
fun to
much
be here with you, Nolan.
Oh, thank
Always
you so
amazing.
much. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, and it's again live back in the studio. It feels so different. It's,
totally.
It's incredible. Oh, I love it so much. So, but you know, community, I know that you want to hear about some patch notes because we have a lot of them, and so I hope you're ready. And just to preface this, grab make sure you have a coffee, something to drink. Just sit down. Be in a comfortable chair. Recline because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But
Everybody get your pillows out.
Nothing too big.
my gosh. Okay. Well.
If anybody's wanting an energy drink to stay awake, all caps at w.gg.
So coming with S2322, the Halloween update on October 20th, we have a couple things to mention. First, the missing expressions. This is something we've been tracking for a couple title updates. Players, kind of noticed when they logged in after we did a recent update that they were maybe missing some swatches or emblems, things like that. Again, all of the work you did with Bug Reporter reporting on the issues was really great. We were able to investigate, find a solution that we feel pretty good about. So check it out if you feel you're missing anything, because it should be fixed. However, there's a few
Guys, stop roasting them. My God.
Player expression things out there, so maybe some stuff still, maybe not fully fixed. So if you do still notice something, please use Bug Reporter. Come let us know so we can continue the investigation for that. But again, mostly. Secondly, we have a bit of a change in addition to the end flow. As you all know, we recently updated the end flow, totally revamped the whole screen.
Faster.
There was a piece of feedback that
Faster.
we received from the community.
Slow shit.
They wanted a skip all button.
Yes.
So we said okay.
Thank God.
Skip all button now.
We just said
Fuck yeah, that's a dub.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. So,
That's a dub.
We have a little video you can see here. So during that, you can now just hold and skip all.
That's a
Hopefully,
fucking dub.
In a few seconds faster.
That's
so
a
you can
dub.
have, some of the loot you scavenge at the end of the match, and hopefully you enjoy that.
That's a dub.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's
Love
big.
It. Love it. We're always improving. Always improving.
Always.
Yeah, and we also have some new retrofits coming for the Outlanders and the Kyoshin. Specifically, if you like to get musical out there on the battlefield, you're going to have some awesome Horkos emotes. So the Horkos bagpipe, violin, zither, and music box are getting retrofit for the Pirate, the Medjay, and the Kyoshin, as well as the Horkos Grimoire. Also, we're retrofitting the paired emote Horkos Crew for the Outlanders, the Pirate and the Medjay. I should say pricing. That will cost 10k steel, and the emotes also 7k steel. Finally, two executions of the musical variety, once again, are going to be retrofitted for the Medjay and Pirates for 7k steel, the Farewell Chimera Zither and Farewell Chimera Music Box. So if you're a big fan of musical content, I know I am, you'll have some new retrofits for the newest heroes in the game.
You make your own concert in game. It's amazing.
You can, and we've seen that, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Yeah.
You're gonna have a concert on one side, a dance party on the other. Like,
You can.
What beats that, right?
Apparently, giant spider monsters is going to
Probably,
beat
yeah,
that.
but,
So,
you know.
but we'll get onto that. So, Great. So that's a bit for the housekeeping stuff. But like I said, roll up your sleeves. All get ready because we got some patch notes to do. JC, I hope you're ready because it's gonna be a bit of a marathon.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So
Nice
I
shot,
think
Dovey.
Get to it, so it's gonna be good.
Love
All
it.
right,
Let's
so
kick it off.
let's talk about balance updates and fighter stuff, right? So
Warmonger buff.
there's a lot of stuff like in the previous
Again.
title update. So we're just gonna keep going with this. Super cool. First up, we have dodge and iframe timings. So just to clarify, iframes is when
Iframe on Magi Axe mode.
just phase through you. And tracking break, which is a new term that we're kind of using here. I want to make sure everybody kind of gets what it means. It's whenever you throw an attack and somebody's dodging, you're doing a dodge attack or whatever, and then the opponent's tracking. So normally when an opponent throws an attack at you and you dodge, or if you stay still rather, like the attack
Buff
tracks you. So if
pirate.
you just move sideways, your opponent's gonna like keep rotating with you to hit you. Tracking break stops that from happening, makes it easier to dodge attacks and stuff. So that's kind of like what we're going there for these terms, just to make sure it's clear for everybody, because it might be a little bit. But what we've been doing now is that iframes, we've added iframes to these hero side dodge attacks. Right? So Zanhu, Nusha, Shaman,
Magi
Shaman,
with
Magi.
the
So for Nusha
fucking
and Shaman, like, we just upped
iframe.
it
Let's
by a little
go.
bit.
That's a dub.
For the others, we actually added it, especially for Magi in Axe mode. That's going to be like a big buff there. And we've also
About time you
fixed the
buff that
tracking break,
character after you
for,
nerfed him
Peacekeeper,
within a week.
Shaman, Nusha, and Zanhu on their side dodge attacks as well. So with these, like the only one that's a little bit changed here is Shaman. That's at 233 instead of 266. But overall, we've added them, so it makes it easier for you to do dodge attacks and actually dodge attacks with them. I know sometimes people were like, yeah, it's kind of hard to, you know, like it's hard to use in group fights or whatever. This should really help out. So that's pretty good there.
Awesome.
Next up, we have Kensei.
Kensei.
Is a big winner in this patch.
Oh, he's
we've
got
done a lot of
buff.
changes to Kensei. We really want the hero to have more neutral offense. Get into it a little bit more.
That's
You know,
top heavy. He's
which is
faster
one of
now.
those characters that doesn't really have. On with a mic. Okay. So Kensei is one of those characters that has a little bit of a hard time opening up opponents, getting into it. So we
Got nerfed to his top heavy damage.
The top heavy opener is now 800 ms, which is down from 1,000. It's 200 ms faster. Same timing as some of the stuff we have on our Musha, for example. And Pummel Strike still suffers from this.
Even chain top heavy's
Really want to give,
nerfed.
Kensei a lot more offense in there, be able to open up opponents, go into finishers. We've recently buffed his finishers as well. So that makes like a whole package here that's pretty interesting. We've also nerfed the damage, of course. It has to be 24 instead of
All of his damage is nerfed. Every single bit of it.
was really high. And it also gives him a new GB punish as well. So when you learn to land a garbage on somebody, you can get the top heavy now, which is super amazing. We've also sped up the chain top heavy a little bit, reduced its damage, again provided a bit more offense, make things a little bit faster.
Yeah, so basically all he is just a speed buff. That's literally it.
We've also sped up the side heavy finisher. So these are the versions that you use when you soft feint from the top heavy, or when you use them like you use them normally, right? But at 800 instead of 9, it should be a little bit easier to trade with them, to hit people with them, and we've adjusted the damage as well. So nothing here is over 30. It's kind of like a break point. We're trying to hit more and more and more to have like damage that's still high, but not overly high, and you go, oh, I died in 2 hits.
Gotcha.
And we've also lowered the hit reactions on a lot of these attacks. They used to be able to push you back quite a bit, like really ledge from further away, have these types of issues. We really wanted to get a little step away from that a little bit. And with the faster speeds, it lets us do that with keeping feint to guard break afterwards working. So that's pretty cool.
Wow. So yeah, big winner for sure. Plus, you know, hero skin, right?
Definitely, right?
So yeah,
Skip option isn't working.
Perfect time.
absolutely show.
Well,
off.
not yet. It's not in there yet, I don't think.
All right, so next up we have Zanhu changes. So you might see 3 lines here, and you go,
I just really-
what's going on? But then the first line is actually really major, is that we've adjusted the chain link timings to heavy finishers so that they can no longer be interrupted by a light attack after any of these attacks, right? So
Ooh, all right.
Zanhu had a bit of an issue where you would throw a light, you would do a side dodge attack or whatever, and then if the other opponent was good enough, like had enough skill and was able to read the animation a bit better, as soon as you threw a heavy, they could mash light and beat your heavy every single time. So that has been fixed, so it can no longer happen. And whenever Zanhu
Heavy
goes,
finishers are now
you
soft
actually
feintable
have
to guard break.
Stay there and take the mix up and get there. So that's like really important. It should really help Zanhu there quite a bit. We've also added the fact that these heavy finishers can now soften to guard break to be able to catch roll attempts. Because with these changes, even with those changes, a lot of the time, if you're playing against Zanhu, when he's gonna hit you, you could literally just mash A, roll away, and then all Zanhu could do was do heavy, feint, dodge forward, something.
Right.
It was always like a bit of a disaster and didn't make a lot of sense. So with that, at least you get a lot more pressure again from going to finishers, especially the heavy ones. And we've also did a small buff to the side dodge heavy attacks that their miss recoveries are now 700 down from 8. Again, makes it a little bit safer. There, all good there.
So yeah, 3 bullet points, but a lot.
Is that big though?
Right?
Yeah.
If I went in there and
Not
listed
really,
all
unless you're
everything we did
good.
for the first point,
If you're not good, then it
665
doesn't do
or
anything.
something, So we're gonna try to cut it short.
We got to pace ourselves
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
we're
exactly,
just
right?
getting started. We're
Yeah.
just getting started.
So JJ changes, right? So Janjun is a bit overperforming right now. It's a little tiny bit of an issue. Yeah, right. Like he's one of the top pick in competitive, like must pick in every single game. So we're trying to adjust JJ a little bit. So there's one buff in there though, where we've removed the damage reduction on Dushi's choke victim, right? So whenever you do parry and you do a guard break, you do that choke move. So yeah, it's super annoying. Yeah, every time, right? It was I think it was the last one or one of the last few ones that still applied damage reduction on the victim.
Oh, okay.
So because it's a move off of parry,
Damn, you
it
look
doesn't
tired?
really
Yeah, I
make
just
that
got
much
off
sense
work,
there,
dude.
So we removed that entirely, so you can get ally heavies.
I haven't had anything to eat or an energy drink yet,
But
so
it's,
I'm
like, super hard
kind
to game with that 'cause we
of
actually-
really out of it.
But we've also improved the input comfort a little bit, right? To do that move, it used to be like static at 500 ms after a parry. Now you can delay it a little bit better, works better. And then comes small nerfs. So Douchey Swirl, which is
Did he say douchey
the
swirl?
zone attack that you do after a parry, right? Is now 600 ms down from 5. So it might not seem like much, but that 100 ms there makes it a lot easier for people that are around a JJ to be able to dodge it. It's a big, white, sweeping, unblockable. You need to be able to get out of it. Very few characters have tools that you can use against that. If you're not like BP, you can't do anything. So we wanted to give you a little bit more time to dodge out of it.
Okay.
Sifu Swirl, which is the zone when you go into Sifu stance, is 1 frame longer.
Even with all this,
Again, but
he's
it's
still gonna be
also
busted.
Being a little bit more reactable, a little bit easier for your opponent to see, for people around you to see. Again, it's a big, white, sweeping, and blockable, so we kind of wanted to get there a little bit. And then finally, there's some damage nerfs. So top heavy finisher now deals 30.
Yeah, even with this nerf, he's still gonna be busted.
28 instead of 30. Again, try to cap the damage at 30 here. And these attacks are super strong. Again, really big, white, sweeping, unblockable, so you gotta be careful. So we wanted to like lower the potential there.
Oh, well, I appreciate that if somebody has to fight JJs online. So yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
that's good.
Appreciate that.
Perfect. You're very welcome. Next up,
Shinobi.
Shinobi's pure nerfs right now. We've seen that Shinobi is being banned in competitive play. So we're doing some stuff here. to
Shinobi
alleviate
nerf.
The problem, hopefully, it will not be as problematic. There might
Sickle
be
Rain Stabs now feed 10 revenge up from 3. Hell yeah, no more Orochi Shinobi Infinite gank.
Parry punish after when you press light, rather on during a parry punish, right? So we fixed back in the day. We fixed an instance where you could like kind of unlock and do it. There was like this weird tech.
Yeah.
You can use it and go into Sickle Rain.
Yeah, October
So we
20th
fixed that,
is when
and
all this
players,
stuff comes
as
out.
crafty as they are and amazing as they are, figured out a different way to do it. So to be able to fix it properly and not have more issues, we've removed the chain on miss on it entirely. So if you manage to unlock, backstep it, throw it somewhere else, you can't go into Sickle Rain at all anymore. So that should really help on a heavy parry that was like way too strong. And then Sickle Rain now feeds more damage. You can see the numbers here, but essentially we want it to be like it's a tricky thing to remove all those loops for now. It's something we're investigating. We're looking into it. But at the moment, because Shinobi is so problematic, we've massively raised the amount of damage that the hero feeds, so that you can't go into multiple loops of this. So it should kind of help there quite a bit.
Damage or revenge?
Revenge, sorry, yeah,
Okay, I'm
revenge.
just gonna-
Yeah, sorry,
We're not
right?
adding more damage
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Shinobi.
sorry, yeah. Thank you for clarifying
No.
that. We've raised the revenge, how much revenge it feeds.
Okay.
So it counts as if you dealt 55 damage, but you actually deal 28.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of loop.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now we have other changes.
Black
first of all,
Pride.
input
Hey, I see
changes.
Warmonger.
So for Warmonger, Centurion, and Warlord, we've did for Janjung before. We've increased the window.
Fuck yes, I've been asking for this forever. Increase the window for the impale. Thank you,
You
devs.
don't have to like really mash
God
buffer
damn, I've been
it.
asking for that for like 2 years now.
Now BP, so we've reduced the distance you travel when you backstep light openers, right? Because they have superior block. What ends up happening quite often is that you could like backstep those lights. If an attack was coming, you would superior block it, you would win. And if it missed, you just missed and you were super safe. So by reducing the distance traveled there, at least, like it can still happen, but it's gonna happen less often, and it opens up BP for a little bit more like punishes there in that aspect. That's a good thing for number one. But we've also
Blackbriar
buffed the
zone.
speed of his zone attack to 600 ms, down from 7. So it's a neutral zone, costs a bunch of stamina, but it's one of those things that we wanted to see if BP could have more ways to open up opponents and do front dodge bash all the time, right? So with this, we're gonna see if that works.
Yorm's
There
zone
might be
costs
some streaming.
20,
Like, there's
down from
the
60.
game keeps evolving more and more and more now. Like we've been doing a lot of those changes, so we'll see where that goes.
It's almost like after 6 years, it's an iterative process. or
Yeah,
something,
exactly, right?
Yeah,
And so I'm really happy that like we're able to do like more changes now more often. It really helps with this stuff for sure. Then Yorm. So Yorm's zone attack now costs 20 stamina, down from 60. Don't worry, Yorm players. Don't worry. We didn't forget you last time. Just these things were planned, and like sometimes we run out of time, so we have to do what we can. But yeah, so at 20 stamina, way better zone attack. And we've also adjusted the attack trajectory. So by that I mean like hitboxes. It's just that term that we typically use because it's not really hitboxes. It's really like weapon trajectory. You're swinging your weapon to hit people.
yeah.
So we've adjusted them for zone attack and for all of its side heavy attacks, so that they can hit people more reliably that are external to you. Really helps in anti-ganging situations and stuff. That should be really good. And with the upcoming rework for Yorm that we're gonna have at some point soonish, we'll be able to get there. It's not in this TG.
I know they nerfed Shinobi, but who else so far? Zhang Jun got a nerf.
We actually found, I don't know if you remember, Steph had like some Soon glasses back in the day.
Those were
And-
Andrews, or were they
I think they were Steph's, I don't know, but we found them. So
Did you
we
find
might-
them?
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Oh.
find them.
in here? Should've been here.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we have Zerk. So for Berserker, Boar Rush, which is Berserker's sprint attack, it now has uninterruptible stance. That's armor, but we still like to use the appropriate word that we actually use in game, which is uninterruptible stance. Starting at 400 ms, so you can use that sprint attack to really jump into the fray, jump into enemies, use that to really initiate from further away. And with that armor, it lets you trade hits with people, even if there's like a bunch of opponents you're playing. So, yeah, you're gonna be able to.
Gotcha.
For Nusha, so we've reduced the guard break vulnerability on her zone attack to 100 ms instead of 5. It was a bit of a weird leftover, so at least at 100, it's a lot safer to throw out, and you're not gonna get guard broken all the time. For Gladiator, then we have also made that Fushina Ictus, which is a toe stab. When you use it in chains, now it's 500 ms instead of 6. That's a big buff for Gladiator. Faster attacks there. It's also kind
Big
of a chain
buff.
reset, so you can like throw a bunch of attacks, go into toe stab, restart your chain, get into it. At 6, it was a bit too slow in chains, but at 5, it should be like a really, really good speed there.
We'll see.
Only like really crazy.
The pirate nerf? It's pretty good.
I don't know, man. I don't have that kind of, I'm not attracted to feet, so it's okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Then finally we've got Pirate, right? So for Pirate, we've done 2 changes. One of them is we removed the soft feint to guard break from Cavalier Dance, which is front dodge heavy. So that move has a lot of properties, right? It's armored.
No more
blockable,
dash forward heavy soft feint
soft
GB.
feint
Let's
to guard
fucking
break.
go.
It also has recovery cancels at the end.
Everyone's gonna be doing backstep light skewer now.
To open up opponents at least a little bit, right? We've seen, and a lot of feedback we've gotten from high level is that for them it's not even enough to have all these properties, but at the same time, having that soft
Oh my
garbage there was not really
Be
necessary.
nice.
So we've decided to remove it. Hopefully it'll help. Like it'll be a little bit easier to manage for a lot of players. So we're
Oh, they
now
just
going
bought
to-
JJ and Shinobi a few days ago. Oh, they'll still be busted, dude. They'll still be busted. Don't worry, they'll still be
Is
busted.
the chain link, and it doesn't seem like much, right? Chain link from Guaranteed Pistol Blast is now 300 ms, up from 200. What that means is that we want pirate players to be a little bit more skillful and think more when they're using their attacks and going to the Pistol Blast. We know that it's really good. It interrupts armor. It does a bunch of really good stuff. But now the trade-off is that if you use the Pistol Blast and go into Walk the Plank, soften the guard break, you should no longer be able to grab the guard break every single dodge and dodge attack out of it, right?
Gotcha.
So you now have to make a choice. Either you let the heavy fly, you don't go into pistol blast, and you get a better mix-up of the plank, or you do your pistol blast and you get a slightly worse mix-up. So you kind of have to like be smart and decide: do I trade? Do I not trade? What do I take there so that you can get into a better situation afterwards?
Nice.
What's
It's a
next?
complicated explanation, but it should help at least like reduce the frustration against Pirate Builder.
Very cool.
And I think we have one.
We have one more.
We have one more guard break changes, right?
Oh, just a little thing we can maybe skip.
Just a ton, yeah.
Do you want to skip this?
Nah,
No, we talk about
I'll
it.
go over it a little bit, yeah. So, in the previous testing grounds that we've done in the current season right now,
Yeah.
we had a change for counter guard break that basically ended up having the person that did the counter guard break recover 1 frame earlier than the opponent.
Right.
We've seen a lot of videos from content creators explaining why this is a great change. It doesn't seem like much for a lot of players, but when you get into the deep of it, it's a big change. And through a very, very lucky break that we had, and we were able to push it live in this title level.
So next
This-
week,
Yeah, next week, right?
it's going to go live next
So
week.
from a testing ground, 1 TU to
Yeah.
live, the next one can almost never happen. But we got lucky. The testing grounds was super early.
Thank you,
and we got
Devil.
really good feedback very, very early again. So we were able to push it live in the next one. But I would say do not expect this to happen every time.
That's a fair
This is a very, very rare occurrence.
Right.
But we're super happy. We're really happy that it worked well. So kudos to the team. And thanks to everybody for testing that out and really giving us really good feedback. So that's it.
So JC, do you feel like, I mean, would you like to say that that feedback you get from testing grounds, I mean, that's something you use and the team really looks at?
Not like nonstop. We're gonna
Yeah,
go over it a
so-
little bit more, but
Yeah.
whenever there's a testing grounds, we're on Reddit, we're on the forums, we're looking.
Yeah, that's all they look at is Reddit. All they look at is Reddit. What they say when we look at stuff is we look at Reddit only, and that's what we listen. Because the shit players of the For Honor community go to Reddit and they're little keyboard warriors, and the devs are just like balls deep in that. They're like, oh, you want this Reddit? Okay, we'll give it to you. Screw what everyone else wants. Screw whatever everyone else thinks. We're just going to listen to Reddit, and Reddit is what decides this game. Pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, when do you sleep? Like,
Not like the
that's
shit
never-
players ruling the game.
Ask my wife, she'll tell you. I never.
Seriously. Okay, gotcha.
It's just all work and no play. So
Man, well, it's incredible, and I'm sure like the team, you know.
Who even
Yeah,
freaking
yeah,
uses
honestly,
Reddit, dude? Like actual.
it's not like I'm doing this all myself there.
Yeah.
We have a team of game designers, people that are like amazing at what we do.
Yeah.
They work tirelessly, do a lot of stuff, test out. We're playing the game all the time.
No
Figure
changes
out-
to Highlander.
Figure out what could we do to improve the game and like what kind of changes could we do that would be super interesting. So it's really, really, really cool. And like really.
Dude, everyone on Reddit is just the shit For Honor player that, you know, fucking teabags you when him and his whole team get 1 kill on you. He sends you fucking hate mail. That's the Reddit community. That's that player, but everyone on the Reddit community. Like, why?
Awesome.
Why listen to them?
Just wow, there's so much there, so much to look forward to, and you're only 1 week away from
Yep.
all of that. So yeah, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I can't wait to hop on next week and get to try out all that. So JC, just thank you so much for sharing
Thank
all
you,
of that, and high five.
High five.
There you go.
All right.
I'm expecting him to
So,
rip his arm out,
stick around, though,
grab his
because, we
fake
already
hand and rip it
got
out.
some testing ground
Like,
stuff.
ah,
We got
Halloween.
Another segment coming up. I'm going to tag out for Brian, and he's going to come and.
I don't know the
JC,
story
you're
with that,
hanging
though.
I'm hanging out here, yeah.
Gonna talk some testing grounds very soon, so stick around.
I didn't even realize it till just now. Has that always been like that? What was Shaolin's changes? He got more iframes. Alright, we have testing grounds, and then that'll be it for this live stream, because we ain't staying for the wrap-up. Wrap-up is just they do a little highlight of everything. What do you mean fake hand? His right hand isn't real. It's in the same position the whole stream. So he's got like a fake hand. I don't know if he just doesn't have a right hand or that's like a little prop. I don't know. I don't know what the story is with that. I've never noticed it till this stream. Alright guys, I want everyone to comment right now. Who's getting the testing grounds? I'm gonna say Valkyrie and Yorm. My prediction. Valkyrie and Yorm. I think the TND rework was a massive success. I think everyone loves it. I think not a whole lot of people liked the Valkyrie work, so yeah. Missed the joke. What do you mean if I can? Oh. You were being sarcastic. I can't tell you being sarcastic by text messages because I can't hear your tone of voice. Yorm, LB, Lawbringer and Yorm, Nishia Val. Dude, yeah, you're the Nishia thing. Told you, Nishia ain't happening. And for Valk and Lawbringer, I think Valk. I mean not Valk. I think Lawbringer will be in the next testing grounds, like next season that they do. I don't see Lawbringer being in this testing grounds. I think it's gonna be Yorm Valk. That's my prediction. That's what I'm going with. Watch it be like fucking Conqueror again. Conquer Pirate, guys. Conquer Pirate. It's gonna be Orochi and Conk. Watch it. Yeah, as soon as this goes off, I'm probably going to take a shower and get something to eat and take a energy drink so I can actually wake up, and then we'll come back and I'll play some, get some For Honor content going. This is so soothing. I can go to sleep to this. You stream on Twitch or just here? Both.
Freaking testing grounds! Everyone with headphones just got ripped. Anyway, we're here with JC again and Mr. Alex. Thank you for joining us today.
Jesus.
I saw you in the back cracking up. JC, how you been, man?
I'm pretty good. What's going on there? Oh, jeez. Actually, I have a real hat behind this.
You okay? Okay.
Check it. Yeah.
So we're talking testing grounds.
Yeah.
There's all this candy, and I've overindulged.
Yeah,
as you can
it's
see.
a bit of a problem. I see.
All right, guys. It was a good stream. I'm getting off. That was cringe.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but we got stuff coming to testing grounds. We're doing stuff with dodge attacks, apparently. That's kind of a little bit technical. So we're going to talk
What was your
about
next
that.
upcoming video?
So those of you who don't like technical
I'll
stuff,
have to look
too
and see
bad.
what I got lined up.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So let me get into it.
Why didn't he have the hand?
Right.
Like, why didn't he have his hand fucking pulled out just now? Like, why didn't he put it in between the scenes?
Dodge attack updates and
Dodge attack
dodge
updates, that's what we're
dodge
getting.
attacks in general, right?
Wow.
So we're doing this because we've been seeing it quite a bit online, and we've seen it ourselves as well. Like we're not blind.
Light attack parries.
That a lot of the time, there's a risk reward ratio there that is really, really heavily skewed towards the defender, especially when they have heavy dodge attacks, right? Because you parry them, you get hit by a little light afterwards.
Ooh, I like that. All side dodge attacks can now be delayed from 200 to 400 ms at a minimum? That's big, bro. But, dude, every dash attack is now a light parry. A Warmonger's unblockable is a light parry.
Really just parry.
Right?
Yeah.
But then the thing is, yes,
It's
just
fucking
parry,
stupid.
but the problem ends up being that risk.
Kensei Swift Strike, light parry.
kind of the unbalance towards the defender. Right?
Magi dash heavy.
Every single time, your
Light
opponent
parry.
always has to feint to neutral, parry, get a light. You throw another attack,
Warmonger's
still dodges,
shitty
you go
ass
heavy, and rinse and repeat. Right?
dash
So trying
unblockable
to solve that issue
is a
little
light
bit,
parry.
going into it where it's more favored towards the attacker, more favored towards skillful play. We want players to do side dodge heavies side dodge attacks in general, right? When they feel it is the best tool for the situation and not the default response to every single attack.
It's not like this is safe. This is safe. I'm
Exactly.
gonna do it. No, this is safe.
Right, exactly, right? So we're going towards that. And on top of that, we're also looking at dodges themselves and adapting some of the things there so that it opens up a door towards better mix-ups in general, right? Right now, one of the big issues that we have is that when we do undodgeable attacks that are not from front dodge, we have to have at least 2 stances every single time, because otherwise what you can do
Never
with
do a
lot
dash
of
attack.
heroes is just
Ever.
block in one direction, dodge into the other, and then you end up blocking a side dodge attack. Like if it's a single direction, right? If it's only top, for a lot of heroes you can just block top and then
So
side
Hito's side
And
dodge
then
is
you
a
beat
light parry?
both
Yes.
the bash and the
Everything.
dodge.
Highlanders,
So that's
everybody
a
now.
problem here, and it's really forcing us
How does
to
that make sense?
spread
It's
out undodgeable
the devs.
all across the stances all the time. So we're looking at a way that we're doing something where this is going to be less of a problem. That's one of the things we're going to be testing here. That should be pretty cool. So Alex, you want to tell us what the changes are a little bit quickly?
Yes, but the switch is not active.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Does it matter? Just go to the PowerPoint there, and then we can go into it.
Dead magic,
All
bro.
right. So first of all, the first thing we're
Got a little
looking
angry.
at is
He got a little
when you
angry.
parry a dodge attack now, you will always be able to retaliate with a heavy attack. So the same thing as if you were to parry a light attack. So here we're saying, okay, I see an attack, I want a dodge attack. Well, I'm taking a risk because instead, like the trade-off in damage is going to be a bit better for the person who baited the dodge attack, basically. So you're gonna have to think a little bit more about it. Then
Basically flipping it from like doing that heavy parry and eating a light to doing a light
Yeah,
parry
exactly.
and
Yeah.
eating a heavy.
Pretty much,
exactly,
right?
just like whoop, which was kind of the big problem here. And you're like, I do a dodge attack, I don't care if I get parried.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, now it's a big deal. I gotta actually think about it, right?
Right. So if you want to see, like, you can try it out, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Eh? Okay. So we have a bit of a technical issue here. We can go back to the PowerPoint.
He's having that glitch on the dev build where it keeps unlocking constantly.
Yeah, so the other thing that we have here is that not only are side dodge heavies, they're not light parry punishes, right? So every time you parry a side dodge heavy, you can get a heavy attack. It's also applied to side dodge bashes as well. So on side dodge bashes, they can no longer chain on miss, and they're always guard break vulnerable. So if you read,
Not
if you
true.
have, like a shinobi in your face,
Not
or,
true.
I don't know, like whoever else has a side, like a conqueror, for example, right?
There's one character that can get away from that.
If you read that,
One
you
character.
side dodge into guard break, and then it's always gonna land. They can't chain on miss, they can't do any of those things. So the idea is whenever you successfully read that your opponent is going to do a side dodge attack, you always get at least a heavy's worth of damage.
Boom.
Depending on some heroes, sometimes it's a little bit more of a
Well, technically no,
but
because
that's not like the
I was gonna
idea
say
here.
Medjai can always counter guard break
Super,
on
super
whiff
interesting.
bash,
It's something I've seen
but
being
he doesn't have
requested
side dash
a
bashes.
ton on Reddit.
So
Like even yesterday, even this morning, there was a thread about people going, if you were dead,
Wait, so
just
you
one
can
hit
guard
on
break
you, right?
Shigoki?
Again, proof that I read.
now on a miss headbutt, he can no longer hyper armor heavy you because you can't GB him. That means you could guard break.
Heavy should be like parries, right? We're testing that right now. Super awesome. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I think
And-
Freeze has mentioned this.
Yeah, I think So a lot of people have been mentioning.
Oh yeah, that's a nerf for
That would be
Warmonger
awesome.
for the whole light parry thing.
When we had
But
our
the bash,
workshop,
like in
with
general,
some
like
people
if you
who
miss a
really
bashful
good
Warmonger,
reviews,
you already get guard broken,
before,
so that's nothing new.
they actually tested this and they all loved it. So I don't want to speak for them, but Freeze had a massive smile on his face that it was awesome, even though it was from home. I could only see from the
It's
camera.
like, this is everything I
Yeah,
need in
this is
my
everything
life.
I need. That was good.
That's my best Freeze impersonation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to Alex to, like, if you want to fix
Oh,
stuff.
do we have the switch fixed? Not the
Yeah, okay.
switch, like the switch.
Yeah,
not
'cause
not the switch. The switch.
Little bit of info, like the way we work often with a.
For Honor on Switch confirmed?
we have
UB
little switches
Jurassic
we can on and off to
confirms?
Turn on stuff from testing grounds or whatever
Yeah.
features we're working on. So that's what Alex is gonna fix. Okay, so that's a bit of a nerf, right? Because those dodge attacks, because they're more vulnerable.
Yeah, you can
it
feint
becomes a
Warmonger's
bit more difficult to
dodge
use them.
attack.
But one of the things that we've been doing at the same time, which is a bit of a buff to this, right? So we want to equalize things a little bit, is that we've made that every single dodge attack can now be delayed from at least 2 to 400 ms.
Okay.
So before, a lot of the newer ones we had been doing were static at 300. So let's say Hitokiri, for example.
So this is more of like a standardization.
Right, yeah, it's more of a standardization, but some heroes that had more are keeping more, some heroes that had more are like slowing, we're changing things a little bit around. So
Is this just side dodge attacks?
it's just side dodge attacks, right? So front dodge, back dodge for like Orochi or whatever, those are unchanged. It's really only side dodge ones. So it really helps with the comfort for the input first, right? Because you can side dodge and do whatever. But it's also really interesting because you can extend your iframes, do them super quick, get all that stuff going. So that works really, really well. It's super interesting there, so that works quite well. And then the other change that we've done, well, I'll let these guys figure the rest of the stuff out, is we have what we call again, like there's iframes, right? So you know what iframes are?
Yeah.
I spoke about them a little bit earlier.
vulnerability frames.
Right? Okay.
You
But-
cannot take as a damage.
Yeah, right. So, but the thing is, when we're dodging, our iframes were speed dependent. And by that I mean, if you're dodging into a wall, your iframes would go away because you hit a wall. You have to reach a certain
like
speed.
Character speed
Yeah,
dependent.
character speed dependent, right? So whenever you dodge, once you reach a specific threshold, you would gain iframes. And if you stop because you hit a wall, you hit an ally, an enemy, a minion, whatever, your iframes would go away. That made it super hard to do stuff in team fights. It made it really, really difficult to get there. So
Especially like in the minion lane.
yeah, the minion lane, it feels
no
terrible,
moving,
right?
no grooving.
So
Pain
we've
down.
we've removed those, and they are no longer speed dependent. So if you dodge into a wall, you keep your iframes. If you dodge into minions, whatever those situations are, you keep your iframes, right? So that's really, really good. But to compensate for this, and to also help us have what I was talking about before with the undodgeables, is whenever you dodge, so you can see your Hitokiri
So we
dodging
can
right now.
see it now, right?
Yeah, we can see it right now,
We
right?
fixed the thing.
So if you pay attention, you see like Hitokiri, when he's standing still, has the little block widget there, right? So you see he's blocking top or whatever. Normally, when you dodge, you keep those for most heroes, except like reflex guard heroes are a little bit different. But every single static hero keeps their defense while they're dodging. Sometimes it forces change. Sometimes it stays where it was at.
What about
And
Kensei's?
In a lot of cases, this
The
is
superiors.
problematic because, like I was saying earlier, if I could do this with Shinobi, like Hito could block top and then side dodge, and always block it, and it would negate every single mix-up I could do, and then that's why Shaolin, in this example, had to have undodgeable on at least 2 stances, and usually we put it on all 3 to make it a bit more uniform.
Right.
So with this change, every single hero now loses their defense while they are dodging. Now this doesn't mean that like reflex guard heroes or heroes that have superior block, for example, lose them. They still keep those special properties while they're dodging, but everybody else kind of acts like Valkyrie does right now, right? So Valkyrie right now on live, even after a rework, doesn't keep her defense while she's dodging, but not everybody is like that.
Okay, so kind of a passive buff.
Kind of a passive buff to Valk, right?
bit.
But because we're changing, because we're changing around because we're changing around the iframe stuff, it makes it so that you're still able to defend, still able to dodge, still able to do all those things, and you get into a good situation, right?
It's always, we want you to think about your
Exactly, right?
action.
We want to really reward skillful play and not just mindlessly do stuff and go, whoa, whatever, I don't know what I'm doing.
And so for those who don't know what to look for when you see like Hito's soul leaving his body, that is also the soul of dodge attack spammers leaving their body right now in the chat.
Yeah, and so we can see right now, Alex can do a couple of dodge attacks here. See, and
That's a
like
light
that.
parry, my god.
Every single time.
I appreciate you throwing the top heavy for me.
Right, so and you can still like there's dodge attacks.
He
still
can't
work.
parry
You
it.
can still use them,
He can't parry.
and it's still
He
okay.
can't parry
You
it.
have a bit more comfort.
Yeah,
You can delay it a bit more, see what's going on.
yeah. See, because for Shaolin before you could only like really do them here, but now you can do them super early and you can do them really late. Right, so that's like the late time we were talking
Little
about.
mix up.
It really, really helps in those situations. That's really amazing. And then if you want to show off the iframes, Alex, if you
Yes,
go to the
I was
corner.
going to ask you to do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Because this, I love this because sometimes like I'm bad and I get stuck in corners
Yeah.
and then I just get murked by 3 different people and I'm like, I don't know
So
that
yeah,
I
so right now
wanted
on
to be
live,
here.
right? Yeah, so right on live, if like Hito had his guard to the side or whatever, and I threw a top heavy and he back dodged, he could not dodge it. And now, like, this could not happen on live right now. So because you keep your iframes while you're dodging into the wall, then you end up being able to escape situations and dodge out of situations. A lot of the times, this type of stuff, if you have a bash, you can't do anything right now on live. And it becomes really frustrating. You get kind of stuck in the corner, and you have to hope that by you mash dodge, and I'm gonna like squeeze out of the corner. Now, no problem, you can always just back dodge, side dodge, you're gonna avoid everything. Works super, super, super well in this instance.
Yeah, I think it's C on Gauntlet. You tend to get pushed in that corner.
Yeah, there's
And
a lot
just,
of those.
Like, it just happens all the time, and
That's
you
it.
got the trap to worry about.
Even in this map, right? This is a competitive duels map. There's a lot of those little corners at a bunch of places, right? So we want to make sure that you're able to escape those situations and defend yourself when you get trapped in those situations. So overall, that's it. The goal of the testing grounds is really, really to change up the risk-reward matrix there, so that dodge attacks are still good. We still want people to use them. We still have them in the game. We just added them to heroes that didn't have them, right? We wouldn't do that if we didn't want to have them. But at the same time, spamming dodge attacks now should not be as useful. And again, it's really about
Dodge
avoiding
attacks to the side are useless. Don't use them ever again.
doing dodge attacks and not just I see an attack, a dodge attack all the time, right? It's still really good against lights. It's still really good against bashes. Against heavies, you're taking a big risk, right? And you can, like, it lands, you're gonna deal what, like 14, 15 damage? You get parried, you take at least 24, if not 27, or even more in case of some other heroes. So that's kind of like the big change here.
just flipped the trade from defender to
Exactly, right? We really wanted to have that kind of balance there to change out of it. And so, but that's it for this testing grounds. I know a lot of players are really hoping to see Yorm in this TU.
That's it.
We want to take our
That's
time.
it.
What a good friend, what a hammer. This is a great hammer, by the way. Like, thank you, Andre, from our dev tester team, who made this beautiful hammer. I can officially announce that the testing grounds for Jormungandr is going to be in the next season. So, year 6, season 4. We're going to have the testing grounds for Yorm in there. We've been taking our time a little bit with it because it's a challenging character to rework. Vanessa's team, we went to mocap with them. We worked tirelessly with them to make sure that we have new animations, new attacks, new stuff for Yorm. We know people love the character, right? And we love the character too. But the way the character was built, and a lot of people say, like, we've seen tier lists, right? Where like Yorm is always at the bottom, and we really want the hero to be viable. Doesn't mean we're aiming for like a S tier must pick all the time, but really that we can play with the character, that it's fun
Dude,
to play
Amvux
with, it's fun to play
be a
against,
fucking
have
demon.
really interesting tools.
Gonna
But
be
to
a
do that,
demon.
we did have to go back to mocap, make new attacks, add new things to really get into that groove of we're gonna make almost a brand new hero out of him, which is super, super cool. I know like Alex has been playing with him quite a bit.
That's amazing.
Everybody's super hyped. Again, when we did the workshop, we had a work in progress version of the hero going there. And everybody was super excited about it as well. So it's like we're all really, really hyped for Yorm. So
It's awesome. I'm so excited. And there was like someone in chat earlier. I think it was like Shanty Cat 1266 or something. It wasn't him. It was someone else. But they were like, "Oh, so you can mocap a giant spider, but you can't mocap moves." And I'm happy to say, suck it.
yeah,
Oh my god.
Like you picked the wrong stream to say that.
yeah, right. And so sometimes it also like I know it can feel like it takes a long time for us to rework some characters and like blah, 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 but at the same time when we're looking at characters like Yorm, like Nusha, like others, it does take time, especially when we do have to go back to mocap. Like all these things take a
For
long
our
time.
developer
We
tells
wanna
Troll
get
to
it
suck
right.
it.
We want to make
Love
sure
it.
that we do right by players. Players are sticking by Nusha and Yorm and all that sort of stuff. So we want to make sure that we do it right. We're not ready to announce Nusha rework yet. Again, like I said, Yorm, we started this Yorm rework 6 months ago. It takes a long time to really, really get into it, get the nitty-gritty details out, and get them right.
No,
So,
and I think that's the thing. Like, not a lot of people who just like, you know, they play the game, they engage with it, they love it. They're like, For Honor's awesome. It's like been a part of my life for whether it's like
Yeah.
6 months or 6 years, and but they don't really, you know, have exposure to like just how long this stuff
Yeah.
takes. And it's like, yeah, we want to do this rework on a character we know needs it, but it takes like this much time. Or we can do like a whole bunch of changes
Yeah.
to like 7 characters, but all those changes only take this much time, and it's like, well, time versus impact to the community, and
Exactly.
like there's a lot we have to consider in that. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, if 80% of the community can have better gameplay in the meantime while we work on this other stuff, then that's how we roll.
Exactly, right? And that's what's really important to us. And like, we know that people are always going, oh yeah, what about balancing? What about reworks and stuff? And we really, really want to work on them as much as we can. But like you said, sometimes we have to strike a balance a little bit of
Balancing
going like
balance.
how long we take to do like specific reworks versus doing a bunch of hero changes and stuff and getting into it and getting the best game possible we can and getting the most balanced game we can. Clearly, nothing has perfect balance, but the better we can get there, the more enjoyable it is for everybody, and the better it is. So it's super cool. And one last thing,
There's more?
Just, yeah. The feedback, right? So we love getting feedback. We want everyone's feedback. If you like,
They don't care.
If you hate this, if you like,
They only listen to Reddit. They don't care.
Like any sort of feedback that we can get, we love it. I want to hear everything, right? You can tell me.
Yeah,
that you don't
he
like
wants
what
to
I'm
hear
doing,
everything
it's
from
fine.
Reddit.
But at the end of the day, it's the most feedback we get, the better it is. And do not hesitate. Like you can go on.
Do
Reddit,
not
go,
hesitate.
like I said, whenever
Go on
we,
Reddit.
whenever these things happen, we get testing grounds. I'm
You're there,
the,
I'm there.
The weekend,
everyone's
the weekend after, I'm on like my wife's getting mad at me because I'm on Reddit all weekend. So it's like a lot of
every Saturday,
Yeah,
my
every
wife is
Sat-
like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Work stuff," and she's like, "But we have plans," and I'm
Right.
like,
So-
but for honor."
Right, it's our life.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? So all the feedback, we look at it, we read it, we pour through it. I watch, like, I know Alex too, like, we all watch like all the videos that content creators make, everything. We need to get into why players like things, why they dislike things, and we know, because we also play the game, but we want to get to a point where everybody's feedback is considered. We're not just going, oh, the pros love this, or like more casual players love this. No, it's like everybody's feedback goes into consideration, and we make choices based on that. And we really want to have as much feedback as we can on all of those things. And so that's what I wanted to say. Like it's very important to us, and so it's yeah.
Give the feedback to Reddit and Reddit only.
Yeah.
So we will be right back with some content of the week and a few other things. So Nolan will be back to join me for that. JC, Alex, thank you so much. Thank you everyone watching for bearing with us through the technical issues. But we'll be right back with content of the week.
I want to see the content of the week, and then I'm gonna go eat and take a shower. Even though it's probably in game right now, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't loaded the game up. So if someone who just got the game went to Reddit, there's a chance they would actually listen. Yeah. Dude, the whole reason they nerfed Medjai was because Reddit was bitching about the character. They said that Medjai was busted. They didn't like his move, his funny move, so they had to nerf the funny move. Make it to where you can't counter guard break on whiff. So. They even said on the Warriors Den when they were nerfing it that people on Reddit said that they don't like how you can counter guard break on miss of the funny move. So, what do the devs do? Oh, yes, baby. Here, baby Reddit. Here, we're gonna listen to you. I don't know. I've had a sour taste in my mouth with the whole thing ever since they nerfed Medjai the first time, and they nerfed him again like a week later. And then now with these new fucking dash changes, his dash heavy is now a light parry. Medjai's mid, yeah. He was high B tier. Now he's borderline C tiered, bro. If you don't parry him, like that's how he gets his mix-ups. You go for parries and he guard breaks you. His axe stance is shit. I don't know.
What a freaking show! What a show!
Seriously.
Nolan, good to have you back.
Thank you,
I
thank you.
feel like it's been so long.
It has been a very long time.
It has been nearly 2 of the hours
I know.
Crazy.
Like two ships passing in the night. We finally found each other again.
Maybe not that. But,
Not that?
no, thank you to everyone who's watching. I hope you guys are just as pumped as we are
That's
for all
awkward.
of the spoopy season goodness. I both love and hate everything going on in this picture. Thanks, Max. I love that. So, to recap everything, though, we've got crossplay phase 2. It's here. It happened, and it happened when we said it would. So people who said it wouldn't, sorry, you were wrong. Ha. And then we've got. Oh, sorry. What's up?
I said it happens.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you're wrong.
Okay.
And for some of you, it's often. But Halloween event, Web of the Jorogumo, starting October 20th. There is that key art that will be in my dreams. If you want to know what my sleep paralysis demon looks like, it's her. We've got new armor variations coming to you. And they look so good. I love all of the little like tidbits that got put in there.
Especially all
the
the spider
eyeballs.
stuff in there, right?
Yeah. And I think I skipped one. I saw Max threw up the key art for Mako, our Kensei hero skin. There it is again. That was my bad, not Max's. I went out of order. How dare I? But that'll be available October 20th, 25K steel. That's going to be a D1B. That's day one buy for me.
Is that what that stands for?
It's going straight on my Kensei.
Right.
And then you'll know it's me because I only ever attack from top heavy when I play Kensei. I'm keeping the meme alive. One attack at a time.
New material? I don't think they have new
Patch
material.
notes. So many changes we went through. I saw some of you in chat were like, this is too much to hold in my brain at one time. Are there patch notes? There are. So you can check those out on the website. I think those are dropping next week, if I remember correctly.
Soon.
Yeah, I think those drop on the day, on the 20th, due to like some translation delays. But yeah, and then we've got testing grounds coming in November 17th. So dodge attack changes.
That's right. Yeah. And yeah, I tell you, I'm looking forward to that. I swear, like, I read this stuff. I look at, like, we do the run of show sometimes, and we do this, but then like to just hear it all again, like hear it explained, hear JC go over, you're just still like mind blown. Like, oh, that's what everything means.
And I gotta give at least a small hand to JC.
Just
for you know, for everything he does.
And Vanessa, of course, for almost dying.
Yeah, she's okay. The medic said she's good.
Is she okay?
So,
That's good. I'm glad we got that.
It was just a flesh wound.
Just flesh wound. Okay. Perfect. Well, and you know, and if you can't wait for next week, we got some new content starting today. I hope you're all ready to get loud because the Tiandi Hero Fest is starting today. So, Tiandi. There we go. So if you don't currently own Tiandi, you can try the hero for free this week. Also,
what's the execution?
Is 30% off.
I have that character up 70 as well.
In this week, you can get some really cool symbols to equip to all your characters. Plus, there is a brand new unique execution for Tiandi.
Show me.
Which looks great. So
show me.
It does. I'm sad they rejected my suggestion.
What was your suggestion?
Oh, it would the new execution would just default your volume in both the game and Windows to like 100%.
Mute it down
every time that Tiandi says his name. Yeah, and that's the execution of everyone's.
You're getting people to quit. You want rage quit to make sense.
No, I just want people to embrace Tiandi the way he embraces himself. And we've got more content of the week coming on October 20th. We've got the execution, Jorogumo's Hunger. 10K steel.
I love the sound effects.
As a high-key Dead Space fan, this one brings me a lot of joy because it has like slasher vibes to it.
Sure.
And so it just makes me want to dismember everything.
This freaking thing.
Gaze of Demons for 15K steel. And this, anytime we do stuff with eyes, I'm super happy, whether it's like glowing eyes and tattoos.
Dude, they follow you.
Anime eyes, big nasty red demon eyes.
Oh, he threw up a spider.
Spider Spew, which is releasing on October 27th. So all those
stepped
friendly
on him.
creepy crawlies that Julien was talking about, bring them with you wherever you go for only 5K steel.
Reminds me of college. And then I think we got.
I have so many questions now. Okay.
I think we got an execution.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
I really like this one.
Oh, it's so brutal. It's like in the eyes, man. Oh, that's brutal as shit.
And, there's at least one person in the community that joke is for. And then we've also got a paired execution. Pumpkin Bash. Get your Headless Horseman on. You know,
I like
reenact
that.
your best Ichabod Crane and
Sure.
bash that pumpkin head. And I believe there's also an illustrious outfit,
This one looks good. This one looks good.
Reign of the Spider, for 20k steel. And I like this one. I made
Looks
it
good
all
on this show.
items so much, but like that's because I have issues that are mine. But,
Alright.
and this one, so isn't I'm a big fan of Alien, so
You're
this one
okay
gets
with this
me.
one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
so
that
fine
one's
with
fine.
one.
We know the limits then. That's good. And yeah, you know,
Ain't
honestly,
bad.
And a lot of that content, by the way, is still going to be available on the 27th in a bundle. Again, those 2 executions we just showed, the parody emote, the illustrious outfit, and the terrifying Days of Demons. Again, I don't know if you all can hear it. Do you hear it? Because you all look at it, you're just like, it's just some eyes. It's not just the eyes, people. It's the sound too. Okay, I'm done now. I'm sorry.
No, and I love the I survived the Jorogumo. I wish it had come with a T-shirt.
Oh my
It was
gosh,
like all I
yes.
got was this crabby low poly T-shirt.
We gotta.
We should have made like 4 poly T-shirt and then just
We need
it could
to
be
like,
up there with the frogs from last season.
I like it a lot.
But that's not it. There's more.
Is there more?
But wait,
Yeah,
there's
so,
more.
we just showed the bundle, but
right.
a reminder: the bundle's like dynamically priced 50k.
Right.
So if you don't buy anything in it and just buy the bundle, it's 50k. If you buy some stuff a la carte and then are like, "No, I want it all," it'll adjust itself down in price.
You can save about
50,000 steel.
15,000 steel though by buying the bundle.
Is it like it's like 20?
Like
I think.
yeah, it's close
Isn't
to.
it? Yeah.
It's a lot.
It-
It's a lot.
yeah.
It's safe. It's safe.
But then, yeah, we've also got Heralds of Chimera, December 1st through December 8th. So
Throwback.
Dobby in all his glory.
Oh,
My favorite golden boy.
we love Dobney here. We love Dobney. Great. And also, again, starting tomorrow is a new event order, the Warriors Challenge. So be the faction with the most matches completed of any type. So all you got to do is get on this weekend and play. And your faction could win some fabulous prizes.
Come on, Weeb Nation, it's your chance. Take it
Nice.
from the Vikings.
We're about to have problems, I see.
Okay.
Okay. There it is.
I mean, I'm a knight, but I
Oh, you're a
like,
knight?
yeah,
Okay, we're
I
fine,
want
we're
to
fine.
cheer on the
We're
little
good.
guys.
Okay,
you
I
know?
appreciate that. That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you can also go and check out the new arcade weekly quest, Vortiger's Task. So it's available from Arching Fire owners. So check it out. It's fun.
Anything Vortiger, it just makes me happy.
He's my
yeah.
main.
True darkness.
Darkness. Yes.
But-
the best.
So much stuff going.
Right.
What a freaking show.
It's huge.
I'm so excited. So huge thank you to everyone.
All right, guys,
hung out
that
in
is
the
it.
Chat through all of the like little technical difficulties and awesomeness that was just dumped into your eyeballs. I think we're all gonna go like get some R&R and
Yeah,
like
yeah. It
decompress.
was a lot. It was a lot.
But before we go, don't forget to follow us on all of our social media channels. That is on Twitter @ForHonorGame, Instagram @ForHonorGame_US. I didn't make the rules. I don't know why it's that way. And follow us right here on Twitch. And don't forget, if you follow the Ubisoft TikTok, you will see For Honor content now. We just put the accursed, corked up white boy Lawbringer meme out there and
Oh, good Lord.
ruined everyone's brains for a second time 5 months later. You have me to thank for that one, and no, I won't stop ever. So, yeah, and if I didn't say it, follow us right here on Twitch. You know, some of
Everywhere.
you are still not following.
What's up with that? What's up with that? We are everywhere you want to be, so follow.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Absolutely.
And yeah, Nolan, thank you so much for hosting the show with me
Thank
today.
you for having me. This was again just such a pleasure just to see like all this incredible stuff that was made. I'm super stoked for next week. So it's gonna be a ton of fun. So I look forward to it and look forward to seeing you all out there on the battlefield as well.
Put your brown pants on. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. So with that, I am going to go take a shower, get something to eat, get an energy drink, and then come back and play some. So catch you all in a bit. Be right back.